Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food, and we are once again joined by the immortal Tom, old guy in Colorado, Raymond. So the reason that Tom is joining us again today is because he is my go-to guy for meme food. So every once in a while he'll shoot me something and he'll go, "Hey Val, what do you think? We have to make this, right?" This was my turn to send something to him and say, "Hey Tom, we have to make this, right?"
Yep.
So a little backstory: there is a Facebook group called Angelino Foodies. I hope I said that right. Angelino Foodies, and one of the moderators, So Young Kim, posted this recipe. The recipe is from 36 Delightful Recipes to Perk Up Your Meals, published by the Donut Corporation of America in 1947. And on page 7, there is a recipe for what they're calling donut prune salad. Now, apparently it struck fear in the hearts of the other Angelino foodies who were just like, yuck, puke and everything. And I'm like, yeah, could it be that bad? So here's the recipe. I'll read it exactly to you. Here's a crisp, fresh salad that will cause any meat and potatoes man to change his mind. Stew 4 prunes for each person. Pit the prunes and stuff with cottage cheese. Place 2 donuts on a lettuce leaf. Fill the donut centers with cottage cheese and then top each donut with a stuffed prune. Place 2 whole pitted prunes beside the donuts. Serve with mayonnaise. We don't say how to serve it with mayonnaise. That was kind of like a conflict that we had. So Tom, I think you're opting not to serve with mayonnaise, right? Or maybe put the mayonnaise next to it or something. I kind of have to do the whole thing. I'm not sure how I'm going to put the mayonnaise on and everything. My big question is what makes this a salad, right? I mean, seriously, what makes this a salad?
I think it makes it a salad because it has that leaf of lettuce on the bottom.
Okay, so as far as the lettuce leaves go, I am using romaine only because it looks like in the picture it looks like iceberg. I hate iceberg. It's like leafy water. So I want this to somewhat taste good, so I'm going to use romaine lettuce. I have all the stuff to make 2. It looks like, according to the recipe, it looks like it's 2 per person. We're only doing 1 today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not get carried away here.
No sense in it.
So you and I guess we found regular prunes, right? Just regular prunes, and so we stewed them. We stewed some prunes. My thing was, and I think you agree with me, is like I don't remember prunes being this small.
No.
They turned out really small. And I mean they're small in the bag, and when you stew them, they plump up a little bit, but still they're really small.
Yeah,
maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
It might be.
So we're gonna do one now. You got a grocery store donut, right?
I did.
Okay, so I went to Dunkin' Donuts, now called Dunkin'. Dunkin', serving donuts since 1941 in Quincy, Massachusetts. Now, for all you Massachusetts people out there, I could have said Quincy, but I said Quincy. The thing about Dunkin' Donuts is, there's one close by to my house. In Massachusetts, there's one on every corner. The joke about that is like somebody says, okay, turn left at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, at what Dunkin' Donuts? The thing is, they used to be good. Back in I think it was the 80s, they had those commercials with, I think it was Lou Jacoby was in the commercials, and he was like time to make the donuts, and he would be like getting up at like 4:00 in the morning to go out and make the donuts.
And their whole coming home.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one was funny. That one was funny. I was going to mention that one where he got up earlier and earlier to where he actually met himself coming home. But the thing is, they used to be better. And what they did was, since they're international now, is at least in the United States, I don't know about in other countries, because they do have Dunkin' Donuts in other countries. I visited some in Colombia, and I don't remember if there was any in the UK when I went to the UK. But the thing is that since there's so many of them now, they have a central distribution system. So they make them all in like a big, warehouse or whatever, and they ship them all out. So they ship them all out. When they run out, and they no longer make them fresh in the stores. And so you can tell they kind of suffer. So we just we went to Dunkin' Donuts. Again, somebody posted a picture in that Facebook page, and it looked like they were using a Krispy Kreme donut, or at least a raised donut. And I think a raised donut, there was still like way too much sugar for this, I think. So I think you and I agreed we're just going to do a plain cake donut, correct?
Right. And this cake donut, I did get it at the grocery store, but it was one that they get in. It wasn't like a boxed, like a Hostess or something.
Like one of the ones that's in the bins.
It's one of the ones that's in the bin. Yes.
That'll probably be better. Like
better.
Much better than like one of those Entenmann ones. Entenmann's?
Entenmann's or Hostess or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea is we're gonna put the lettuce leaf on the plate. We're going to put the donut on top of the lettuce leaf. We're going to fill the center of the donut with the cottage cheese, and you and I both are using small curd cottage cheese because I think it's easier to get small curd cottage cheese into these tiny little prunes. Then we're going to stuff the prune, put the prune in the middle, and put one of the prunes on the side. Now you don't have to eat the one on the side. Apparently, it's just on the side.
Well, it's that meaty taste it gives you.
But here's the thing: it's like I don't know how many of these prunes we want to eat, but you and I are a couple of regular guys.
Just doing regular things.
Yeah. Well, but we should pair this with the Mexican Roadrunner, which is a drink made of tequila and prune juice. So yeah, I guess. And then the mayonnaise. I guess I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out afterwards. Maybe like put it all around the donut. Although I'm looking at the picture, and it looks like not only do they fill the center of it, but it's like it's pouring out over the top. So I don't know. I mean, like, I don't blame you for foregoing the mayonnaise, but. Well, we might as well get started, Tom. So we start with lettuce first, right?
Lettuce first.
All right, so here is our nice little piece of romaine lettuce. And again, we have two, just in case. And let's select a fine donut out of this. I got 3 because I didn't know, but that's fine. Okay, so far so good.
Yeah, not too bad. Wasn't too difficult putting lettuce on or a donut on top of a piece of lettuce.
Now we're going to gut load it with the cottage cheese. That hole is so small that I can see why it's on the top. I'm just going to put it all over the top.
I'm kind of stuffing it down as I go.
Yeah. Well, apparently
that's about all.
The hole is not big enough.
It's not very. Okay. These prunes.
That's okay. I still don't get how this is a salad.
Well, yeah, and I still don't get how this is
good.
in any way gonna convince a meat lover that this is a great thing to have.
All right, so now it's time to stuff a prune, correct?
It is time to stuff a prune.
Let's stuff a prune.
All right.
I have a feeling this is going to fall apart.
I'm just going to have to I don't really see the hole to put it in, so I'm just going to it's already kind of dimpled anyway, so I'm just going to kind of stuff it into the dimple.
Yeah, I'm kind of opening up the inside with a knife a little bit, but
just for look, I'm going to put a couple on here.
You're going to put 2 prunes on?
I'm just going to put the remainder prunes around. I've got 4 extras, so I've got it looks kind of pretty that way with the single stuffed prune surrounded by the lonely unstuffed prunes.
Oh, so you're going to put the stuffed prune in the middle and then a couple of unstuffed prunes on either side of it on top of the donut?
Yeah, no, just on the outside edge of the donut, around, on top of the lettuce, sort of around the donut.
Oh, okay. All right. So now comes the time of judgment, the mayo part. I mean, I hadn't thought this through. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. I guess I'm just going to put like a little bit or kind of around it. All right. So there's some mayo. There's some mayo. What is in mayo? What is mayo made of?
Mostly, its main ingredient is oil and egg yolks.
Okay.
Is the main ingredient, and then after that, there's usually a little bit of vinegar, some salt, a little bit of pepper, and that's about it. There's really not a whole lot in just regular mayo.
All right, Tom. Let's see what they look like. There's mine. Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah.
Isn't that delightful? You have 4 on the outside. Does that mean you're going to eat those?
We'll see how well the first bite goes.
All right. So I would say let's cut this in quarters. Take the prune on the top and put that in one of the quarters and just eat a quarter of that, right? I mean, does that sound right?
Sure.
All right. Let's give this a shot. Something sounded crunchy in there. I want to get some lettuce in there too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Otherwise, it's not a salad, right?
That's right. I think it's got to be that lettuce is what makes it a salad.
Maybe so. Okay, here's a piece that has the prune on it, and I'm gonna put a little bit more lettuce underneath it, just because. Doesn't that look delicious? And the answer is no.
There it is with the.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, kind of looks about the same. You ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to get.
Let's do it. Let's talk about this. So the first thing I get is the sweet donut. I get that sweet donut flavor. And then the cottage cheese comes in. And the cottage cheese overpowers the donut. I don't know how. But then you start to bite into the prune, which is really soft. And then all you get is prune taste. The mayo is definitely like telling me you shouldn't have done that. It's just like, because it really has no business being in there. It just comes in and goes, it's a little bit, is sour the right word? A little bit like almost a sour taste. And it comes in and it goes like, what are you doing here, right? Okay, so again, I'm going to say, I don't know why they call this a salad.
And I don't see why they would say it would satisfy any meat lover.
I don't see why they would say it would satisfy anyone. Like, I think if I went, if the assumption is this is 1947, right? So the assumption is that this recipe was for a housewife to make for her husband. who is a meat and potato guy. Now, I can't put myself back in 1947. I can put myself now. Like if Claudia had made me this and goes, "Oh, you've got to try this," I would go, "Okay, tried it. We're done with that." I don't really see her even wanting to try that. Maybe things were different in 1947. I have no idea why this exists. I mean, really, it is what it is. I can't think of anything that would make it better. I don't know who thought of this or whose idea this was, but yeah, that's got a big thumbs down for me.
Yeah, those are tastes that should not go together again ever.
No, not at all.
It didn't taste super bad, but
none of the flavors.
None of the flavors went together at all.
No,
and the consistency was terrible.
Not at all.
Terrible. I mean, just the texture. Oh.
And I'm old. I've eaten a lot of salads in my life. I don't know why they call this a salad. This is not a salad.
No.
So I think the last time we did this, in the last episode where we did a meme food, I think we agreed that we were going to be doing some future like evil. This counts as evil, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, Tom. Yeah, a thumbs down. But we tried, and I don't regret trying. I don't regret trying this. I really don't.
No.
But it was it was fun. It was fun.
It was way fun, and I've got a few prunes I can eat. And,
Yeah, for when you can't go.
Yeah.
There we go. Just put those in a blender and drink them down.
I'll make myself a smoothie. Yeah.
Well, thank you for helping me out again, Tom, and thank you for being a good sport about like I said, you're my go-to meme guy. You're my go-to meme food guy. So thank you for joining us, and I'm sure we've already started coming up with some more horrifying things.
We have,
up, right?
So, thank you, Val, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure, and I always have a great time.
All right, so be sure to check out Tom's channel. We'll have a link down below. You can check out Tom's channel. But remember that it's crazy out there, so please be careful. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.